A lot of us live stressful lives in stressful times. As a dad with limited time, I need to be selective with what games help me unwind. In honor of Supergirl, I wanted to find out if Injustice 1 and Injustice 2 would be the games to do just that. Welcome to Dad Does Game Guides. Let's dive straight in. The Injustice games have multiple modes. There's campaign, single player, and multiplayer mode. The campaigns for each game can be completed in roughly 5 hours each, which would be taking it slowly and does include losing a few rounds as you acquaint yourself with a new character that you play with. What's great is a single match can also be completed in quite a short amount of time, and it makes for quite fun short bursts if you're playing with someone else, or if you just want to play as some of your favorite superheroes against the game itself.
Is Diana alright?
She's fine, but she was gonna kill Harley. I've never seen her so cold-blooded.
The stories are pretty well known, but to be honest, they're pretty secondary to the main purpose of the game, which is just punching the other characters as hard as you can. In the first game, we play as a series of characters brought from a different dimension to help combat Superman and his loyal team, who have become tyrants on Earth. The second game is set in the same universe, and it's set during an attack by Brainiac. We play as different superheroes defending the world, whilst also debating if it's worth releasing Superman to help us out. That's a very broad and simple way to describe the stories, but as with most fighting games, these live and die on their gameplay, so with that in mind. Every character has relatively unique fighting styles. The first is a lot more simple and basic, with a few flares and combinations that make the characters unique, but to be honest, it's more true in the second game, where the characters can get very obscure and very interesting and dynamic as you progress and get to know them. Injustice 1 has a good baseline, and there's a lot of charm in its simplicity. Combos come naturally, and you can use your environment to varying degrees to either aid in your attacks or your defense. The sequel game builds and expands on the combos, whilst keeping the environmental damage the same. The combos in the sequel are far more complicated, and if you don't play with a character for long, then it's easy to forget how to activate the character's moveset or to gain the upper hand in a fight. If you have someone to play with, like older kids or a spouse, then this is a good bit of fun and entertainment over a weekend. Personally, I suggest that you commit to one or two of your favorite characters and get good at playing with them. I really enjoyed playing as Green Lantern and Blue Beetle, but they all are pretty enjoyable and will really come down to personal preference. Both games are well optimized on PC and Steam Deck. You can comfortably play both games on a mid-range PC at max settings. I must say, the sequel game has exponentially better graphics compared to the first game. That crispness really gives those fights that extra bit of immersion when you're fighting against characters like Superman or villains like Black Adam, and in the case of Injustice 2, Wonder Woman and Harley Quinn. The first game is definitely simpler, so if you or your partner are not used to fighting games and quick controls and combos, then I definitely suggest play Injustice 1. That being said, Injustice 2 is an overall better experience, and to be honest, it's not so complicated that you can't catch on to the controls quickly. The variety means you can experiment with quite a number of unique styles and playthroughs before picking the one that suits you best. A final, perhaps controversial statement would be that unless you are really into fighting games, Injustice isn't worth investing a frustrating amount of hours into just to get good. If you play the campaign or single player modes, then personally I'd suggest set it on easy and enjoy the power fantasy of being these superheroes.
We need to help each other.
Go! I don't need your distraction.
Injustice series is a fun set of games that DC and superhero fans would enjoy. The story is simple, and the gameplay is as complex as what you want it to be. It's a fun game to play in short bursts, but it's not really the type of game you'll be spending many hours playing, unless you want to play something that just detoxes your mind over a weekend. Injustice 2 released in 2017 to pretty good reviews, and I find it quite surprising that there isn't a third one yet. At the end of the day, I do recommend that people can play Injustice 1 and 2. If you're busy, the game does respect your time enough that you can really enjoy playing as these superheroes. Thanks for watching this dad guide to Injustice 1 and 2. I hope you'll enjoy the games if you decide to play them. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe for more content like this. Have you played the Injustice games? And what advice would you have for somebody that's wanting to get into the game? Or what's holding you back from trying it out? Leave a comment down below and let me know your thoughts on the Injustice series. Next time we're going way back to ancient Greece in Assassin's Creed Odyssey.